Japan's shortest game side story ranked number 1. The pseudonym Sabatsu-chan from Takasaki City, and Mr. Kenzuba-yoso-san gave me the real world of Super Mario 64. The other day, I was also looking forward to Super. I went to the prefectural country to represent the viewers at the studio where Mario 64 was filmed. The voice from the cameraman at the dimension where the shooting started is really good. Mario-chan, how are you doing? And the director Luigi's voice leaks out at full volume through the intercom of the AD. On the 4th day, switch the button and Mario's up. Idiot, what do you do if you pull the wrong button? The shortest game side story in Japan, Super Mario's Snowboard Island. Snowboard Island. Mario recently started snowboarding. Apparently, I overheard that Nintendo was considering a snowboarding game. Well, if you're not really good at it, you won't be able to come because it's a snowboarding game like a mustache and a jerk. It's my brother's favorite saying that I can't do it, so he says it's time to take a break. But really, I'm always humbled by your hard work. Game side story, Mario, Kenki's voice. Mario's voice. The story of making a phone call was all about the joy of Shoo Mario. It seems that they have become able to do it. It goes without saying that on that day, the two of us talked until the cordless battery ran out of charge. A short game side story, Yoshi's Reflection 1. Yoshi, who is famous for the Super Mario series, age unknown, Nail was hospitalized last night. According to the doctor's story, the cause is food poisoning. Symptoms are mild, and if it's early, he'll be able to leave the hospital tomorrow. And I even ate Yoshi's cookies, and I think it was probably because Kleebor's sweat was bad, so I'll eat anything. Game site story Sunday for Donkey Kong. When I went to Junior's house that day, Junior was preaching to his father, so I secretly decided to take a peek. Are you going to eat at? Yeah. Every time I get caught by Mario, I say I'll work hard from now on, but I've never kept my promises. Eating bananas made me feel better. Really, that child's stomach became more full than usual, so I lost. Side story Nationwide Princess Talks held last Wednesday. An event was held at a hotel in Minato Ward, where all the princesses of Super Family Mikai scattered all over the country were gathered in one place. I was asked to show off my princess, but sadly, almost every princess in the beginning of the story had a series of painful things, such as being poor, being captured, or being a monster. But the one who was having fun with those princesses was Super Mario's Princess Peach. I really want to hate Princess Peach. Mario. Japan's shortest game site story. Dr. Mario was suspected of having bought enough medicine to play inside without the company's permission and administering it in large quantities. The impact on society is huge, and if this allegation is confirmed, there is no doubt that it will be the biggest crisis Mario has ever faced. He was a rough spender of money and was spending money like hot water, so he was asked to acknowledge the suspicion this time as a thank you, so after this it's the weather. It was last Wednesday when I received an invitation from Peach, who didn't show even a single piece of kindness in the Mario series, to come to the castle and make a cake and wait for me. I wondered if there was some kind of trap, but since Donkey Kong, I've been struggling to help for 15 years, so I thought it wouldn't be a big deal if someone caught me. And then we arrived at the castle. Peach welcomed me with an unusually smiling expression, and I even showed a gesture of flinching for a moment, but for the time being I was pulled by her hand and I sat down at the table. Look at how well it turned out, right? It's the latest cake made with 3D solid polygons. I put a lot of effort into trying to make a better cake than I did, but in the end it wasn't like I could add it to the meal. I didn't ask you to come to me, but I didn't think you were such a twisted princess. Japan's shortest game side story. Mr. Do-san has released a Tsukmono stone that has the same shape as himself. At first I was against it because it wouldn't sell like this, but Mr. Do-san said that he decided to sell it because he thought Mario would definitely sell. That's the shortest game side story in Japan. The Mario GS group was formed in the SNES Entertainment World. A major battle is taking place. It was the first time in the SNES world to make a debut using the GS group card. Of course, the lineup of members is very gorgeous, starting with Mario, the vocalist, produced by T Company. Mario. Million 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 million. From the game scene to the music scene, Mario's success continues. Japan's shortest game site story, 1996 Game Academy Awards are decided this year again. The characters of games that have been entrusted with a large home-sized screen. First of all, as an award that contributed to technology and art, it was awarded in two categories, the Camera Work Award and the Video Award. Even though it was shown, it received a proper evaluation and was deeply moved and red-eyed. And it was this year's Grand Prix Japan Game Academy Awards that received a lot of attention, but the Mario series, which has been well received in advance, has become a series of works. The 64th work Mario is Painful. Luigi Ro Dasakoi Koibito was my real name, but I was surprised when I woke up. Mario just stood there with a disbelieving expression on his face. Anyway, as he paid this year's Academy Awards, the curtain fell on Japan's shortest game side story. I think it was last Saturday when I heard they broke up. Originally, Kei had dreamed of becoming Bomberman since he was little. In order to do that, he would have spent so much time studying that he wouldn't even have time to go on a date with his girlfriend. It will be the shortest game side story in Japan. During the morning journey of the ferries, as if he remembered something important, he took out a small bottle from his luggage. I don't really care, but what should I say? Look, the sadness of things that have been forgotten makes my heart tighten. Siam came out, and while I was being forgotten, I grew old too. When I looked into the bottle, there was an old fairy holding her knees and slightly wrinkled, shedding tears.